Do subscribe Learn Nepal for more videos. Dear all, namaste. Today I come with a video related to unit 7, deduction and explanation, explaining deduction using if sentence. If sentence means conditional sentence. We can divide conditional sentence into two parts. First, if clause and then main clause. In if clause we put conditions, and in main clause we put reasons, or we explain using would or would not. In your exam you may be asked a question, explain the deduction using if sentence, and you can see two parts there, deduction and reason. Like, he must be a teacher, he knows how to teach, she must have left class, she is at home now, she must know Nepali, she was listening to Radio Nepal, he can't be a soldier, he is not wearing a uniform, he can't have gone abroad, he has not got a passport. So in this way you can see two parts that includes must or can't, which is known as deduction, and this part, deduction part, should be changed into if clause, and reasoning part should be changed into main clause. So let's know how to change deduction and reason in if sentence. Dear friend, the part of deduction should be used in if clause, and reason, part of reason, it should be used in main clause, or the clause that contains would or would not. So let's change part of deduction in if clause. Dear friend, if you are changing deduction into if clause, you may be see in the part of deduction either must or can't. So if in the part of deduction there is must, while changing it into if clause you have to use negative marker not, and if there is can't, negative, you should not use negative marker not in the if clause. So let's begin. If in the given sentence, given part of deduction, there is must be should be changed into was not or were not. We are changing be into was or were. The sentence is positive, therefore we are making it negative. Similarly, if there is must plus V1, we have to change it into did not plus V1. We are using the same verb, but we have to make it negative here, past negative, therefore we are using did not plus V1. Similarly, there might be must have plus V3, so we are changing it into had not plus V3. So have plus V3 should be changed into had not plus V3 here, because here is must have plus V3. Sentence is positive, therefore we are making it negative, and we are changing have plus V3 into had plus V3. It means had not plus V3. Similarly, if there is can't plus B, my friend, the sentence is negative, therefore it is not necessary to use negative marker in if clause, or if it is negative we have to make it positive. So it is not necessary to use negative marker not. So can't be, it should be changed into was or were, and can't have plus V3, it should be changed into had plus V3. Once again, must be into was not or were not. See, here is must, therefore you have to use negative marker in if clause. Must plus V1, did not plus V1, must have plus V3, had not plus V3. Can't be, was or were, can't have plus V3, had plus V3, no negative marker here because the sentence is negative, there is can't, therefore we have to make it positive in if clause. Let's see, for example, he must be a teacher. Here must be, and you know we have to change it into was not, if he was not a teacher. Similarly, she must have left the class. See here, must have plus V3, and you know must have plus V3, it should be changed into had not plus V3. So if she had not left the class. Similarly, she must know Nepali. See here, must plus V1 and must plus V1, it should be changed into did not plus V1. So if she didn't know Nepali. Similarly here, he can't be a soldier. Let's see here, can't be the negative, therefore we can't make in if clause negative, we change it into positive. Can't be was, so if he was a soldier. He can't have gone abroad. Let's see, he can't have plus V3. So here, if he had gone abroad. So now let's know how to change reason into main clause. You know, in main clause, it includes would or would not plus verb. So here, dear friend, you have to be very careful while using verb after would or would not. So let's know how to change the verb. If in the part of reason there is am are, it should be changed into be, or after would not we have to use be. Similarly, if there is v1 or v5 in the reason part of reason, we have to change it into v1 after would or would not. Similarly, if there is have or has, we have to change it into have after would or would not. Similarly, if there is do dodge plus v1, we have to use the same v1 after would or would not. Or if the reason is in present, if there is present tense, we have to change them into v1 to their appropriate v1 form, like is mr into be, v1 v5, v1 has have, the first form is have. Similarly, do does plus v1, so here we are using the same v1. Similarly, if there is was where, we have to change it into have been. If there is v2, we have to change it into have plus v3, and if there is did plus v1, we have to change it into have plus v3. It means if in the part of reasoning there is past, we have to change it into have plus v3. Here was were is past, therefore we are changing it into have plus v3 have, and v3 form of was were is been. So have been, was were, have been. If there is v2, v2 means past, past should be changed into have plus v3 after would or would not, therefore have plus v3. This v2 should be changed into v3. Similarly, if there is did plus v1, yes, did, it means it is past one, therefore we have to use have plus v3, have, and v3. This v1, it should be changed into v3. So let's see an example. See in the part of reasoning only now. He knows how to teach. Here is knows v5, therefore after would or would not you change it into v1. Similarly, here is she is at home now. Here is, so after would or would not we have to change it into be. Similarly, she was listening to Radio Nepal. Here was, and you know after would or would not, this was should be changed into have been, so would not have been. Similarly, he is not wearing a uniform. See, here is, and you know is should be changed into be after would or would not. Similarly, he has not got a passport. So here is has, and you know has should be changed into have in its v1 form because it is in present. So would or would not have. Let's read the complete sentence. He must be a teacher. He knows how to teach. If he was not a teacher, he would not know how to teach. Here not is left. Please write it down. She must have left the class because she is at home now. If she had not left the class, she would not be at home now. She must know Nepali because she was listening to Radio Nepal. If she didn't know Nepali, she would not have been listening to the radio Nepal. He can't be a soldier because he is not wearing a uniform. If he was a soldier, he would be wearing a uniform. He can't have gone abroad because he has not got a passport. If he had gone abroad, he would have got a passport.
So let's solve some frequently asked questions in your board examination. Let's change deduction and reason in if sentence. Question number 1. He can't be a soldier because he is not wearing a uniform. See here, can't be, it should be changed into was. So if he was a soldier, he would be wearing a uniform. He must have been to America because he has a US stamp in his passport. See here, must have been, must have plus V3, it should be changed into had not plus V3. So if he had not been to America, he would not have a US stamp in his passport. Here is has, so we change into have. And would or would not, you can say use would or would not, looking at the condition, and you have to give an appropriate explanation or reasons. Similarly, she can't have been enjoying herself because she left early. So here can't have plus V3, it is negative, we have to change it into positive. Have been, so it should be changed into had been. So if she had been enjoying herself, she would not have left early. See here, she would not, here is left B2, therefore have plus V3, would not have left early. They must be having an argument because they have shut the door. So see, must be, it should be changed into was not or were not, and subject is they. So if they were not having an argument, they would not have shut the door. Here have plus V3, so you know very well, here is have, so we have to use the same have. If they were not having an argument, they would not have shut the door. Similarly, he can't have lived in India because he didn't understand the waiter who spoke to him in Hindi. So can't have plus V3, it should be changed into had plus V3. If he had lived in India, obviously he would have understood the waiter who spoke to him in Hindi. Here have understood because here is did. Did is past, so if it is past, we have to change it into have plus V3. So have understood. She must know English because she was listening to the BBC. So see here, must know, must plus V1, it should be changed into did not plus V1. So if she didn't know English, obviously she would not have been listening to the BBC. So here was, therefore after would or would not, we have to change it into have plus V3. Past, have plus V3, and have, the V3 form of was is been. They must have some important business because they are rushing. So see, here must have, but here is no V3, it means this is the main verb in its first form. So must plus V1, it should be changed into did not plus V1. So if they didn't have some important business, they would not be rushing. So here be, because in the reasoning part there is are, and is MR, it should be changed into be. Thank you very much.